Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started on the Venezuelan coast aboard this narco ship. The fake news said they were fishermen, but they were Tren de Aragua thugs heading to the United States with a boat full of drugs. A boat full of drugs. Bad hombres decided to F around, so we blew them out of the water. We unleashed our secret weapon, and we dropped Katie Porter. We dropped Katie Porter. The narco boats were annihilated. Now the fish are high as hell. They got a free meal when the USA chummed the water with the cartels. And I got to look very well, by the way, with Davy Jones. You may have heard of him, Davy Jones. And he has a locker. And anybody who tries to sail drugs into our country, they're getting a one-way trip to Davy Jones' locker. That much I can tell you. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Vibe Program. I am your host, Joe Newman, a.k.a. Good Lawgic. My apologies for the late show tonight. I got a phone call from Jim Stalla. From Jim Tells You. You heard of Jim Stalla? Yeah, I got a phone call from him. He says to me, Joe, just tell me, what time are you starting tonight? What time do you think you're going to roll? Because I want to try and work around that. And I said, 10 o'clock. This was like at 9. At 9 o'clock, I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, no, we're going, let's do 10 o'clock tonight. Let's do like a normal time. Let's get back into that. He's like, really? I was like, maybe 10:30? Like the latest. And it's like, no, I end up setting a show up for 11:30 at night. You say, what happens? Joe, how does that possibly happen? The reason it possibly happened is because I had audio problems last time I had a guest on it, and where there was an echo when I was trying to share tabs. Not tabs, but share windows, whatever. Trying to share a window, I had an echo, or they had an echo. I don't hear the echo, but he hears the echo, you hear the echo. I'm the only one who's not hearing the echo, and I'm pretty much the person I'm not doing the show for because I know what I'm going to say, usually. So that's no point to that if you're hearing an echo. Bad audio is bad audio. No one, you all just like, that's the clicking. The sound you hear is the clicking of like 100 TV sets just sort of clicking away as if we're back in 1987 and people are watching on TVs that still click. The point I'm getting at here is I felt like I needed to repair the audio. When I try repairing the audio, so I actually got my audio guru in here, and I see it needs all sorts of updates with this thing and with that thing. And bottom line, audio wasn't fixed, but I ended up putting in an update. When I put in an update and it said my mic, everything here is fine, and everything looked like it was totally fine. And I was like, okay, fine. All right, I'm going to set up my show, and I guess I'm going to have to work around this little problem. I'm going to have to work around it. Sometimes you got to work around problems. I'll work around the problem. I want to have a guest in here. I'll work around the problem. Sure as shooting when I'm setting the show up. So I tried playing a couple of the clips that I plan on sharing with you fine folks this evening, and I don't hear nothing. And I was like, oh, crap. Why don't I hear anything? Nothing. I had my audio guy in here. He's in here. He's like, try this thing, try that thing. And God bless audio guy Cole, cult follower number 6. I don't know what name he's going under today these days, but you guys know him. He's like, this is like what he does. And he's been amazing in the levels of help he's given me both today and throughout the years. Not to mention, like, hooking me up with various technical paraphernalia and things that I needed. The guy's been great. He's been great. Always been great. But we couldn't crack this code. And it took and I ended up having to uninstall drivers and reinstall drivers and turning it on and off and all that other stuff. And by the time I was able to set the stream up, well, here we are. It's 11:30. And really, if you want to know why we're so late tonight, it's because of this guy right here.
Hi. It's everyone.
It's all your fault.
You're gonna blame it on me then. It's
1000%. There's literally nothing else. There's no other reason that we're starting.
You know what? I'll accept it. Look, I survived the gauntlet last week, and if I gotta accept it and be blamed for your boomering up your own audio, because it doesn't happen on my show.
Yeah.
It's never happened on my show with all my settings. So sure.
I'm just saying There were problems, lots of problems, and those problems started, and those problems were why we got started so late this evening.
Yeah.
Those of you who are watching tomorrow, I don't think the start time really ends up affecting you, right? It's pretty much the same thing. It's like they don't care. They don't care. It's the live watchers, the live viewers who are just like, what the hell's going on here?
Well, I mean, there's all kinds of news, right? There's so many, everything's piling up, and we're just teasing the audience, getting them ready for the news of the day.
That's true.
What it is. That's the way I would have worded it. You know, there's just so many things going on. I was researching for you guys. Instead, you came out here and was like, I boomered.
I'm straight up with them. Otherwise, why are they watch me? Why are they gonna watch? Why are they gonna watch me if I'm not gonna be straight up with them? So I'm straight up with them. I want to. Speaking of being, you talk about like the news of the day and things going on. Some people who watch my show may be very interested in protesting the fascism that we are the boot heel of fascism that our country is currently under due to the current administration. Trump. They might have problems with the boot heel of fascism and be looking to protest. So if you are one of those people who are looking to protest, I just want you to know, take heart. Take heart, because the Refuse Fascism call to action is starting on November 5th in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to make that.
Are you sure? You're not going to make it that?
It's just, I've got a new puppy, I've got to train him.
Can I get you this? I'm going to try to sell it to you to leave your puppy there behind it. Here, let's listen to them.
November 5th in Washington, D.C., the largest sustained protest in Washington, D.C.'s history. This needs to be what happens right now. Organizing millions of people to get to Washington, D.C., stand and surround the White House, surround the Capitol building, surround the illegitimately fascist Supreme Court, and not stop until the Trump regime is driven from power.
They're not going to stop until the Trump regime is driven from power. Driven from power. They're going to be there until he leaves.
Can you fit 1 million people around the White House? Though I've been there. There's no space.
Oh, you can.
We start on the 5th, we go to the 6th, we go to the 7th, we go to the 8th. We keep pushing every day.
Day after day, they're going to be surrounding. Now, I don't know why they chose November 5th. I guess it's the 1-year anniversary.
Remember the 5th of November.
Is that what it is?
It's bonfire night in the UK. Yeah, I really think so. Yeah, it's the Guy Fawkes stuff.
But didn't he win on November 5th, 2024?
I mean, I'm going to go with what I said. I think it's more fun.
Remember the 5th of November. The only reason you know that is because of V for Vendetta.
Yeah, well, no, I've got friends in the UK. I've actually got a whole bunch of people that watch my show from the UK. It's weird.
Really?
Yeah.
They're not watching right. They're not watching right now.
Actually, one of them is. So,
really?
Yeah.
Like at 4:00 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
People like me, man. I don't know why. I'm sorry that they do. But...
That's dedication. That's dedication. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty impressive. Yeah. So you think it's because of that? I think I need to check what dates was he elected. I'm pretty sure it was November 5th.
Ooh, now here's a selling point. I think it's supposed to be 60 degrees in Washington D.C. on November 5th. I might, that's not bad weather. Look, they sold it that way. I might go.
That's the thing I was worried. It was November 5th. I was correct about that. So the amazing thing is they don't recognize that when he won, that was the 5th of November. That was the real uprising.
That was it.
That was us remembering the 5th of November.
That was us putting our boots on.
Yeah.
Putting our boots on with the fascist heels.
Yes. The high heel boot of fascism.
It's open-toed, but don't worry about that.
But they're gonna be there day after day. It's November in Washington.
Yeah, no, thank you. Actually,
yeah, they're insane. This is the stupidest thing. Every when Occupy Wall Street ended, winter.
Yeah, when it got too
started
cold for
in the
hippies
spring,
to be
summer.
Intense.
Yeah, people aren't staying outside in the winter. You want to know why? Because the winter's cold.
Especially
it's
in
very
Washington.
cold. Yeah, and they'll try and inspire the troops. This is like Valley Forge. We're fighting up against the tyranny of Trump, just like the tyranny. They'll try and it's.
I don't really care about fighting tyranny when I can't feel my toes. You got people saying "rumble," Joe. you didn't start Rumble.
Oh, for the love of God.
I've got you, chat. Don't worry. I've got your back 100%. I am here for you. I'm a man of the cult. I'm not the cult leader.
I don't understand. I don't understand why I don't have Rumble here.
Boomer. It's just simple. It's one word. 2 syllables.
I don't see Rumble here. I'm not going to kid you.
Was it not on the StreamYard?
I think it's.
Don't breathe
now.
heavy. Just calm down. You're okay. You've got this.
When I was.
You've done it before.
Oh God. Oh God. Yes. Class of 21. We got it. We got it on Rumble. We got it. We got it on Rumble. We got it there. In fact, I even got a chat on Rumble, which isn't even about this. It's not even about the fact that I didn't start on Rumble. Uzelian said, Joe, you need to check out who's being attacked by Biden in Arctic frost. Here's a list by Grassley. Who's being attacked by Biden in Arctic frost? What?
I can't tell you. All I've been seeing politically, and the only thing, because I keep trying to find other news for us to cover, was me just getting sucked into the EBT reels with EBT ending, was it November 1st? And just people complaining about that. I've just been just rolling in those. It's amazing. They're so great.
So in case you're wondering what the heck Arctic frost is, which do you know what Arctic frost is?
No, I'm here.
It's not someone, they're not talking about the November 5th rally. That's supposed to be going on and on and on.
Forever. Until everybody freezes to death in front of the White House. No,
until Trump leaves the White House.
Trump's going to just be sitting there going, it looks real cold out there.
I hope he stands by the window there drinking like a hot cocoa.
I hope he stands in the ballroom that he's building drinking tea and just waving.
Drinking a hot I was thinking hot cocoa. A tea is a little too British for me. But a hot cocoa. Yeah.
Both hands. Like both of his hands
exactly.
on the cup. Yes. Oh wow, it must be cold.
So cold. So cold. He would. He's the troll. He totally would do that. He'd be like, so cold.
So cold. That's not what I say. That's what the weatherman says. I love it. He never says anything. That's my favorite part about Trump. He always heard it from somebody. It's never his idea.
That's what people are saying. That's what they say.
I'm not saying that. That's what other people are saying.
So Arctic frost whistleblower documents show that this investigation into the corrupt Biden FBI subpoenaed the bank records, donor lists, and emails of nearly every major conservative organization and leader in the country, including Donald Trump's campaign, the RNC, Conservative Partnership Institute, Save America PAC, America First Policy Institute, and even MyPillow. That's what the Arctic frost operation. The Arctic frost investigation is.
Okay.
So it's actually what should be done to their side in legal way, of course. I agree with that totally. So, yeah, apparently there was all sorts of investigations being done by the FBI, but they never told us about it. They were just being real. They were being real fascists. They were actually doing it the smart way. But
that's what the FBI is good at, though, especially when they're under Democrat control. We're just going to do a whole lot of things and not tell you anything about it. Don't mind the man behind the curtain over here.
That's what they're supposed to do.
As I'm putting my fascist boot on you.
Yeah. Well, if you want to see the whole document, you want to see the whole document?
Yeah, sure.
This is what we got here.
Oof.
Yeah.
Them's a lot of words.
Yeah. So basically, it goes.
So they were investigating all these people.
Subjects for which testimony, documents, and communication were requested: Conservative Partnership Institute, Save America PAC, Event Strategies. Should I do a search? And Stephen Miller is in there. And this is back in 2022.
How long's this list? How many people?
This is in 2022.
Ooh.
It's not. That's what I'm saying. They're just.
Ooh, come on. That's not a good look.
Sidney Powell.
Yeah, of course. You got to investigate her. She got a big mouth.
My pillow in 2020.
Sidney Powell was so disappointing.
I don't know. I'm not a Sidney Powell fan.
Neither am I.
I'm not.
We can agree on that for
The
sure.
Trump Make America Great Committee, Great Again Committee. It's unbelievable.
Well, that makes sense. You know, making America great, Trump, all that. That definitely needs to be investigated. I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Sounds nefarious to me. Right?
How dare you try to make America a better place?
How dare you try to do something good for this country? Don't you know we got to send money all to all kinds of countries overseas?
Yeah, and you're totally trying to stand in the way of that. It's very rude, very rude indeed. So this is the full.
There are transgender people in Africa that need to be studied. I'm just saying, and America needs to fund that. That's what needs to happen.
They need to be told that they're loved and that they really are whatever gender they decide they are. They need
pamphlets and rice, I think is what they probably said.
Pamphlets and training lectures and courses and surgeries and drugs and lots of drugs.
Tons of them.
Hormones. They need lots of hormones and videos of interspecies type of metamorphosis. Yeah, I know what you thought I was going to say. I said metamorphosis.
Yeah.
I wasn't going there.
We don't know what the goal is tonight. The goal is to make it through.
I didn't put a goal up, which explains why everyone's like, no, I'm not paying any money this time until there's a goal. That's what it is. I'll ask you, what should I put for tonight's goal?
Don't ask me, man. Hey, the goal.
I have a whole
I'll tell you what. If we get 20 yellows, I'll stream the show by myself without Joe next week.
You're not getting no 20 yellows. You ain't getting no 20 yellows tonight. When you start a show 11:30 at night, you know that the super chats go way down.
I don't know that. We're 53 from super chats. By the way, thank you so much for everybody that has subscribed to my channel. I know it's been a little different than what you probably thought this week, but we've had some drama happen, so we've had to discuss it.
And some of you might be thinking to yourself, what channel does he have? I don't even know anything about this. No one told me anything about this. Yeah. And that's because I don't do a good enough job.
Promotion.
Terrible. So while you're here, if you could please like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. That'd be really nice.
That's a good idea. 15 yellow and do a call-in show with me.
Okay. I can do that.
I would do that. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
We'll do that.
The people.
We will. You know what? Fine. If we get 15 yellow, we'll have call. Fine. Let's do it. Yellow and higher.
I've never done a call-in show before. I've thought about doing it on mine. But I'm gonna wait till we get to 1,000 subs, and then I'm gonna do the obligatory 24-hour stream and do a call-in section. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a blast.
All right, so we'll do up to 1 hour.
There we go.
I don't think we're gonna get there.
Everybody wants to call in and yell at me. Or talk nicely to me, or whatever they would like to say.
We're gonna count this Nana thing, even though she came in a little early on it, because
as you posted it. So
right as I posted it, yeah. So we're gonna count that. We'll credit it. So we don't need to hit the 15. If we had 14, we'll say that we're good there. So because she did pop in here with Ted Cruz did a video slamming the Arctic Frost, investigating him. Oh boy, I haven't seen
Ted Cruz was on that list.
Apparently.
Oh man.
Yeah, apparently he was on that list.
I mean, he's been investigated, right? Wasn't he one of...
I'm a little offended that I wasn't on the list.
I get it. Yeah, the biggest name in conservative politics and YouTube, the most unsung hero of the Trump administration.
The sanest voice.
That's what I tell all my friends when they go, "Oh, you do a political stream on Wednesday." So I go, "Yeah, the sanest voice in conservative politics."
Is that what you tell them?
That's exactly what I tell them.
Nice. Wait, so who are you talking to about the fact that you're here?
I tell everybody. I brag about it.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, to everyone. Anybody, a lady at the gas station.
I don't tell anyone that I have you on.
I just go around Walmart screaming, "I'm on Good Logic on Wednesdays, everybody."
Nice.
You should like and subscribe.
Yes. Everyone's got their own aspirations. So I guess that's it.
Somebody asked what part of Alabama. Central is where I'm originally from. So Birmingham area. It's where I was born and raised. It's not where I live now, though.
All right.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I wanted to ask you. I'm going to ask you a question. We're going to watch this video here. Okay.
Why are you going to ask me and then watch a video?
Because we're gonna watch. I don't want you to see the answer. I'm gonna.
Are you
ask
asking me to watch the video? The way you phrased
we're gonna
that.
watch the video. And
Okay, so
I'm
that
gonna
was a
pause
statement.
it. I'm
Okay.
gonna pause it. I'm gonna ask you.
During the okay, I got you now. Okay.
I'm gonna
All right.
ask you in the middle, like, what do you like a question in the middle of the
Okay.
video? Okay.
Gotcha,
So
gotcha.
this is it right here. This is an Illinois state senator. I assume he's a Republican based on how he's talking. Okay. He's one of the he's one of a handful of Republicans in the Illinois State Senate.
All right.
And he's talking about giving illegals health care. In case you're unaware, our government's still shut down. And the big fight is about whether we're going to have this clean continuing resolution or whether Republicans are going to cave to the Democrats. Everyone is on edge right now because SNAP benefits are running out of money. SNAP's running out of their money. And people are feeling like when SNAP is gone, that's it. Like there's going to be chaos in the streets.
Everybody's starving to death.
There's
I'm already
gonna be chaos in the streets. I mean, you board up your house. The whole place is going to look like Washington, D.C. after a Trump win. It's not going to be. It's going to look like Philadelphia after an Eagles win. It's going to be.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
That's what everyone's thinking is going to end up coming out. But the major issue there is that the states are basically that they're looking to try and roll back some of the provisions of the One Big Beautiful Bill and get funding to these hospitals. When these hospitals, there's a level of funding that the hospitals get that was culled back by the One Big Beautiful Bill, which is reimbursements that they were able to get. And now they're having all sorts of issues because if there's emergency care, they have to take care of them. And the states were basically getting reimbursed for that. And the concern is that they're not going to be getting enough and that's the issue that they want this. They're so angry about that they're saying we need to make sure that we're basically boosting up healthcare. And they're correct in saying that it's not technically money directly for illegals. It's assuming that there's no fraud, which is a blind jump of assumption, like a blind faith that there's no fraud when we've seen every program. There's been tons of fraud.
You would tell me anything though, right? Like, okay, there's fraud in EBT.
Yeah. The point I'm getting at is even if illegals weren't able to get on it through fraud, which I think through many of these states and the ID that they've given out to these illegals, it's probably terribly easy for them to get on. But even if there wasn't that issue, just the fact that there's so much added health care for them just needing emergency care in hospitals. So that's really where we're coming down to an issue over here. So there's one state in the country which says we are going to give health care to illegals, and that is Illinois.
Well, obviously.
You would think California, New York.
No, those Midwest states, some of them are really, really liberal.
Northern Midwest, yeah.
Yeah, and it's so weird to me,
Yeah, so this is it's the Canadian factor sort of.
Is that what it is?
The border.
Those Canucks?
The Canucks are very liberal. They really are. I know that. I'm not joking about that. They really are.
Yeah.
So here you go. Here's a state senator from Illinois talking about how that program has been going.
About what this program is.
Sure. Well, last year, and we raised this concern, last year the Democratic majority and the governor put into place a law that said we were going to provide free health care for undocumented citizens from age 42 on up.
Now, I just want to point out a major mistake he makes here is referring to them as citizens. And I think that's too much of a give because they're not citizens. Citizens means you're legally here. So, you're a member but he's calling them citizens. And in the language, he's ceding too much, ceding, C-E-D-I-G, like ceding, like he's giving too much ground. And recognizing them, giving them the status of being American, being citizens, undocumented.
Yep.
So, he's already a little putsy, but even this little putsy guy is like, hey, we sort of had some problems with this. So he's like, so now we're giving this healthcare to undocumented We're age 42 and up. So
that's what I was about to ask. The age thing, that's where people really, really start to need healthcare, and healthcare a lot. Especially if you're not taking care of yourself, right? If you're not exercising, eating right, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what they're doing. Okay, so he's explaining what happens here.
That we were going to provide them free health care. At the time, they said they anticipated about 10,000 residents would take advantage of this program.
10,000 residents.
We raised the concern. We said that was going to be a problem.
So they said, look, 10,000, that's way too much. We can't afford to take care of just 10,000 new people and give them free health care. What are you talking about?
It's craziness. That's wild.
It is insane, right? He's like, we can't afford it. It's like, that's insanity to have 10,000. We just don't have the money. Where are you coming up with the money for? How many undocumented illegals do you think are on the program?
Ooh. I mean, way more than 10,000.
No, I'm looking for a number.
Come on, man.
Give me a number.
Just in the state of Illinois?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
he said they were estimating 10,000, and he's like we can't afford 10,000. There's no way we can afford 10,000.
I'm thinking somewhere around 50,000, easy.
By the beginning of this year, the state said, "Well, we're wrong. That number is about 52,000."
Nice. Look at that. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Go keep dancing. Keep dancing.
This week, the state came out and said, we're wrong again. That number is now 120,000.
Oh, that was going to be my first answer. And in my head, I said, there's no way that it literally, I went 100, 120. And I was trying to because I've got friends in Illinois. I was trying to base it off the population. I went, there's no way there's 120,000. There's no way.
We can't afford 10,000.
Oh man.
We can't. 10,000
is just going to tip it over. That's the straw that will break the camel's back. Another 10,000, right? That's 10,000 too many. All right, we've got to cut it off at 120,000.
120,000 people.
That is fine, Joe.
We can't afford 10 people, and we've got 120 of them.
But 10,000 is going to be too many, Joe.
Oh my God!
Don't worry about the 120 we got leeching off the system as it is. Those 10,000, that's the problem.
When I heard him say 100, when he said 10,000, I was like, "There's no way it was just 10,000." As soon as he said that, and he's like, and then they had by the end of the year 50,000. I was like, it's probably even more than that. And then he's like, now it's 100,
which tells me,
and I'll tell you right now, if they're admitting it's 120. It's probably closer to 200.
I was going to say closer to 3. Knowing them, how crazy the government is with their numbers and math. Yeah.
Oh my God. It gets funnier. This is just so funny.
Healthcare at a cost of over $1 billion. That's money that's not in the budget. That's going to create a significant problem. And so here in Illinois, we are now adding thousands a month as you have unhealthy and sick, undocumented citizens from around the country, from frankly around the world.
Everyone in the world is coming there.
Why
wouldn't you go there? Why wouldn't you go to Illinois? Just go to Illinois.
Just go over there. You get free health care. You know what? Come on in.
Yeah. Yeah, this scandal is worse than that, though. We're not even at the we're well into how deep a scandal this is. It gets worse.
We're the only state that covers these individuals for total health care. And so this is something that is really creating a significant problem for our budget.
That's why their taxes are insane.
They are receiving.
So now she's asking about what type of coverage. If you're familiar with if you're an adult and you had to shop for healthcare, there's not all coverage is the same coverage, right?
Yeah, of course.
Right. So she's like, what type of coverage are they getting? That's what she wants to get to the bottom, compared to let's say Medicaid.
They better not be getting vision. I always have to pay extra for vision, and I'm pretty upset about that. Okay.
Yeah, well, yeah,
and the dental plan too is always ridiculous.
Dental is never part of it
it's never part of it. I go to a dentist and buy their in-house plan, so it's cheaper than
dental's not part of it. So he's about to explain the answer to that.
All right.
It's my understanding that the federal government provides no matching dollars for this program, that it's fully Illinois taxpayer funded. What about the health care that they're receiving? It's my also understanding that it's probably even better than people on Medicaid or citizens on Medicaid who really need coverages. Can you kind of talk about
Look
that?
at him.
This is an important issue as well. And another frustrating thing, the president opens the borders up, but then he says, but we're not going to pay for any of the health care. This is 100% paid for by state taxpayers. The program of health care that they get is actually better than those of our own residents that are on Medicaid. So our low-income, struggling families in Illinois that are on Medicaid,
Elderly,
they do not get as good a
disabled,
services as
actual
these
citizens.
non-citizens are getting that are coming into Illinois. So
Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I heard that. I was just like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? You're better off being someone who ambles across the border and not being an American citizen than a tax-paying American citizen. Well, I'm not sure how many people on Medicaid are paying taxes, but you get the point. I mean, or how much are taxes they're paying. The point is, this is insane. And he opened it up to the entire world because he's right. The border was open to the world when they announced this program.
Yeah, you were saying though about I don't know how many people on Medicaid are paying taxes. No, that most of them aren't, but they have.
Yes. Okay.
And yeah, so that's how you get there. Usually, you don't just get Medicaid for not having paid taxes. So
yeah,
it's costing us significantly more than it costs our own residents, and in addition to the over $1 billion cost of health care.
So are we ordering sombreros and going to get health insurance in Illinois?
We're including free housing, food subsidies, cash subsidies.
Oh, come on.
So the total cost of this program is in the billions of dollars, and that means key programs for our developmentally disabled, for our seniors. These people are now being crowded out. Our own citizens' programs are not getting the funding they need because now we are becoming the healthcare provider for every sick individual in the world that can come to Illinois. If this doesn't stop, I can guarantee you this does not end well for Illinois.
There you go. That's Governor Pritzker right there. That's Governor Pritzker.
Sombreros aren't that expensive on Amazon, so I'm gonna be going to get some health insurance. It would seriously probably be cheaper with the Obamacare mess and everything that goes through with healthcare, because I've got to do privately because I'm a contractor with real estate. So I've got to come fully out of pocket with it. It would honestly probably be less expensive to get that health care and then just get a plane ticket and go visit doctors up there whenever I need them.
All right. Yeah,
it seriously would. A couple $100 of a plane ticket.
And just come in here and pretend your name is like Jose Sanchez and
Jorge. I'm gonna be a Jorge. Okay, I'm gonna be Jorge.
You're gonna be you'll be a Jorge for healthcare.
Exactly.
That was good. That was good. That was that was good symbiosis right there. You set me up. I'm in. Sin keeps me laughing. Good. I'm glad. There you go. No way I can stay for the whole show, but I thought I would help with the goal. Oh, thank you so much. Mita with a long E. So the long E is an E sound, not an S sound, right? That's what I assume when I see her name.
Yeah, the long E. Yeah.
So long. That's the long E, right? So it's got to be Mita, not Meta.
Meta,
right?
not Meta. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm taking for it. John for 9, and remember for 6 months. I won. He put this in there. I think he guessed 120,000. So he was pleased.
Nice.
DM you 53-second clip. Cruz calls for Boasberg's impeachment. I DM you the explanation of why. Also, he's never going to get impeached. I'm not. See, you're not going to get 67 senators. It's like I don't even want to. Impeachment of a judge. It's just not. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. So. He said undocumented citizens. He did. Yeah. And I called him out on that right away. I said,
immediately. So, yeah.
I was like, that's not cool. That's not cool. I'm just making sure when I'm looking at my stream here In fact, we are playing. Okay, it is. We're good over there. All right. So, and just to be clear here, the idea that we cannot afford to cover this healthcare and what a complete disaster it is having so many illegals. This is not like, this is something everyone has always understood. So, as I have this little, as I found this little collage, this little collage here for you.
Oh, my
legal way
favorite
to do
president.
So you don't have to
He
sneak
was so
across in the
entertaining.
first place.
We do not think the comprehensive health care benefits should be
Hillary
extended
Clinton.
to those who are undocumented workers and
That's
illegal
Hillary.
aliens. We do not
Ooh.
want to do
Oh, wow.
anything to encourage more illegal immigration into this country. We know now that too many people come in for medical care as it is. We certainly don't want them having the same benefits that American citizens are entitled to have.
Every place in this country are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country. The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants. The public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers. That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more by hiring a record number of new border guards.
We really have become, the conservative party has become 1990s Democrats. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, we
we're
have.
talking about the big party shift that everybody talks about from what, the 60s? Oh man, this is so wild.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It is insane to hear.
There's more.
By deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before.
That's what they're bragging about this, and now everyone's calling him a fascist for deporting people.
By cracking down on illegal hiring. By barring welfare benefits to illegal aliens.
Even as we are a nation of immigrants, we're also a nation of laws. Undocumented workers broke our immigration laws, and I believe that they must be held accountable, especially those who may be dangerous.
Who built the cage?
That's why over the past 6 years, deportations of criminals are up 80%. And that's why we're going to keep focusing enforcement resources on actual threats to our security. Felons.
There you go. There you go. So
Who built the
apparently,
cages, Joe?
yeah.
Oh, dude, it's so great watching old politicians from the 90s, especially the Democrats. They have completely flip-flopped. And I don't know why or when. Like, I know why. I know when. It was after Obama.
Mhm.
But like the why, I still can't quite figure out. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
The why is because they wanted to grow their party, and they figured that they would eventually be granted amnesty.
Okay, so
And-
they were moving from the black voters into the Hispanic voters that were coming in illegally, and hoping that that would be their new permanent voter class.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And the interesting thing is, and this is one of the reasons I think Democrats are so uniquely stupid. It's
Okay.
because they don't care about women, they don't care about gays, they don't care about black people. They
Oh,
don't
that's
care
not what
about
I've been told.
They don't care about Mexicans. They don't care, or any Hispanic people. They don't care about trans. The only thing they care about is, do you support the Democratic Party? And the evidence is overwhelming. If you're a black woman, and the NAACP will turn against you if you're a Republican. They don't. If it doesn't.
Harry Sisson told me that they care about all these things, and
Yeah.
when I'm on TikTok, I believe that guy.
Go ask Blair White how much support Blair White is. A famous trans woman.
Yeah, but you've seen her. She owns guns, Joe.
That's my
You
point.
can't support that, Joe.
They don't. How many gays for Brandon Straka and so many gays for Trump? They basically want all of them. They want all of them gone too. So it's not anything about like they'll make it like your whole life is about your intersectionality. But if you vote and you express a perspective of mind that is outside of where they're thinking you should be, then you're a turncoat, you're a terrible person, you're basically someone who is a traitor. They look at it as a betrayal, and They don't, and they basically want whatever ills that they would want from me or you on that person, if not more so, because they feel it's a betrayal.
Gotcha.
You know, speaking of that betrayal, okay,
Who's betraying us now? What is this? Why are you just constantly destroying my hope in humanity?
I'm not destroying it. I'm just pointing. We need to understand the devil.
Are you
otherwise,
lifting the veil off of my eyes every week? Again, I told you this last week. I come in, I'm happy, you know, I'm excited. I get to hang out with my friend. You know, we get to make some jokes. I get to laugh with the chat, and then by the time I leave, I'm like, I'm exhausted from hearing all these people and these crazy politicians, and I just want to get my EBT card and go buy some groceries, but I can't do that now.
Are you familiar? You're how old are you really?
Mid 30s.
Mid 30s. So you must be familiar. You're a sports fan?
Oh yeah, college football mainly, but yeah.
Okay, so you must be familiar with Stephen A. Smith.
Oh yeah.
You know who he is.
Yes.
Okay, so those of you who are not into sports, you may not know who Stephen A. Smith is. He's actually a sports commentator. He's a black man who I think recently signed a deal with ESPN for $20 million or something like that. He got highly paid, and I say to him, kudos, because the dude earns it in the sense that
no, you're way off. I think it's like $100 million.
No, I think it's $100 million over 5 years, so it's like $20 million a year.
It's still a $100 million contract.
Yeah. He got so, and everyone was astonished when he got such a big contract. And what I say is they did it because they feel like he makes them a lot more than that. So
did he get a piece of Sirius too, like a $30 million addition to that?
I don't even know about that.
I'd have to go back and look. Spin a minute.
Yeah. I don't know about that. But he once in a while will venture into politics, and he's fairly liberal in his politics.
Yeah.
But here, and you know, I think the guy votes Democrat most of the time, probably. But this is a comments that he made recently.
This educated,
talking about Jasmine Crockett.
Okay,
he's talking about Jasmine Crockett,
brilliant black woman.
He calls her an educated, brilliant black woman.
Brilliant.
Which to the fact that he thinks he's brilliant, I think he says stuff like that to be controversial. Because you can say a lot of things about Jasmine Crockett, and I don't call her completely stupid. But
I think Stephen A. Smith, him and another guy, famously surround themselves with black women as like their assistants, and like, you know, all their like their team that are around them are all black women. Like him and Cat Williams both do that. So I don't think he's being. I think he's probably being serious.
Oh, he is. Yeah, you're saying he really believes it. He's not just saying it
to be it. Yeah,
probably.
Okay. This educated, brilliant black woman representing over 750,000 people is engaging in verbiage and rhetoric for the streets. And that's fine when you're in the streets.
Yeah.
How many of y'all bring the streets to the table when you at the negotiating table trying to get a deal done?
Depends on where the table's at.
How many of you are able to think that for a second that you're able to bring street verbiage to Capitol Hill and that's going to work for you?
Depends on who's at the table.
You literally have senators and congressional figures on Capitol Hill on the side of the Republicans telling the networks, whether it's Fox News, News Nation, or anybody else, please, please, please put her front and center on camera.
Because she's so bad. That's what he's saying. Like the Republicans want her on camera.
Why would they do that? Because they know it wins for them.
So he's angry that she's like skunking the Democrats with her street talk. That's basically what she's doing. That's what he said. Okay.
So
go ahead.
But is she doing it as an act? Is she doing it on purpose? I've only seen her like one time, and I was like, oh hell.
I think she's totally.
What up, girl?
She's 1,000% a grifter. I think it's all about the attention. I think she wants to be another AOC. I think she sees herself as the black AOC. I think it's 1,000% for, and that she feels like she wants to have viral moments, and this is all about becoming She understands the
So
politics
she's
has
wearing
become.
blackface as a black lady.
Yes, yes, she is. She is. So she's
Just turns
dancing
around.
around and
Excuse
doing
me,
all this stuff.
Veronica. I need tea. I need green tea right now. Yo, what it is, cuz?
Yeah, I think she throws on the accent when she feels like it's benefiting her, and that's the accents. I think I've seen videos even of the different accents that she has depending on what company she's in, and you could say that she's putting on a front when she's with her highfalutin company, but I definitely
Okay.
I have no question whatsoever that all of the pantomiming and the screaming and the clickbait rhetoric is designed purposefully for clickbait. Like when
Okay.
I have no doubt at all. This is why I don't think she's brilliant at all, but I do think that she's intelligent enough to be gaming this system. So that led to this, I think earlier today.
Please tell me she has a sassy black woman response. What
No,
it
no,
is
no.
there, Stephen A. Smith? I ain't gonna be talking like that.
No, so apparently in violation of all DEI regulations, there are two black political analysts who have basically been booted out of legacy media and are meandering around the interwebs trying to create some sort of following around themselves. And two individuals, one of them is, I think his name is Don Lemon?
Lamond.
Don Lemon, right.
Don Lemon.
And the other is the other is Joyride. So
I don't know why it killed me. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, okay.
Right. So those two had Jasmine Crockett on. They had Jasmine Crockett doing her thing.
Oh, I love her. I already like her. Look at her. She's posted up. Yo, cuz, what it is? We just gonna talk about the government today.
This is where they're talking. They're talking about the Stephen A. Smith thing.
I just want to say, can we get some of these bojankety, tap dancing, ignorant brothers out here, black men, to stop attacking black women publicly, especially when they don't know what the F they're talking about? We need.
This is
bojankety.
What is that? Not the right word? Is that not the right?
Bojangles was a tap dancer.
Is that what it is?
A black tap dancer. Yeah, we used to raise English bulldogs, so we named our first bulldog Bojangles. Don't ask me why. Don't look at me like that.
Okay. All right. So this is and Joyride goes like right for the jugular.
What's up with Joy?
Be supporting each other, and if you're gonna come at somebody, come at them with some real information.
And notice, by the way, how she does this whole thing go like this.
Yeah, child. Yeah, hun.
Look at the face
Alabama
going back. What is happening
hey.
here with her face?
That's what it is.
She's like, which side looks best here? I don't know what's happening.
God, what was those two black ladies for Trump a while back? Diamond and Silk. That's
they were great.
Yeah, they were hilarious.
One of them died.
Yeah, one of them passed away. Yeah.
Yeah, but
child. Love it.
No one ever knew which one was Diamond or which one was Silk.
Not at all. I never knew. I never cared.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All right. So, and she's gonna go right for she's gonna go right for the jugular.
Publicly, especially when they don't know what the F they're talking about. We need to be supporting each other, and if you're gonna come at somebody, come at them with some real information. Stop going around criticizing black women because the shit just ain't right.
So, you can't attack someone because they're black women. This is straight out of the KJP, rule
child.
book. In case, because I'm a queer black woman. I'm a queer black woman. Hey, look, as a queer black woman, I need to tell you, I don't think you understand. People look at me as a queer black woman and they see hope. It gives them inspiration. It gives those communities hope.
I just want to know her Popeye's order. That's all I need.
Her what?
Popeye's chicken. You don't have Popeye's chicken by you? I just want to know what she orders there.
What? I don't get it.
I want to know her Popeye's chicken order. That's all. That's all I want to hear from her. It's probably a really good order. Do you not have Popeye's chicken by you?
Okay, first of all, you keep saying pie pies, and I think you're trying to say I think you're trying to say Popeyes.
Popeyes, my bad. I'm retarded. We've established this on the show for a month now.
And the second thing is, it's not kosher, so I don't.
I forget about that sometimes. I always think of you as a normal person.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So thank you.
Everybody saw the movie Django Unchained.
This is Joy Reid. Anyone saw the movie Django Unchained? Let her make her point. Don't interrupt. Mute yourself if you have to. Okay.
Remember the name of the person who cared more about the love of the slave master than he did about the love of his people or the care for his people? His name was Stephen. And Stephen was somebody who was willing to sell out his fellow African enslaved people. So what I would say to the Stephens who are in our world today, understand that the master will never love you.
There are people that have taken the time to understand that I always keep at the forefront the people that elected me to DC. What you see, if you're not in my district, may not necessarily be all of the substance that also comes with me, but there is plenty of substance. And if anybody ever wanted to ask, just like anything else, I always have receipts for the work that I have done. So
no, you do. What does that mean? What is receipts? I don't even know what this means. What receipts?
But the way they're strung together they don't make a sentence to me.
What is she even trying to say? I usually can figure out.
Correlate in my brain right now.
None of this makes any sense.
I will just say that I appreciate the community and the culture because this is something that I never even had to address or deal with because the community decided to speak up before I even knew what was happening. So I appreciate
Nothing's
you.
happening.
It does hurt. Because it's like I expect more and better. And frankly, I am always down for a real conversation. I really am. I mean, but I haven't even experienced that type of stuff coming out of even Black men on the other side of the aisle in Congress. They even have enough respect to say
it's totally cool that you basically talk street.
Disagree on this policy or whatever, and we'll go back and forth. But like they have not tried to do what somebody else tried to do. So it's all good when you know that you're walking in the purpose that God has put on your life. I'm gonna keep doing me, and
Amen.
The world will continue.
I understood about a third of that. I truly understood about a third.
The one thing I know is that whatever work she's done, she's got receipts.
Okay.
That's what I got. I think she's saying that people she didn't have to address this.
She's never had to address it before, and that conservative Black men aren't as racist as Stephen A. Smith.
Apparently. Yeah. And then from now on, they're going to basically refer to anyone they dislike as being a Stephen.
A Stephen, yeah.
Any Black person they dislike as being a Stephen.
Is it wrong that I was hoping Joy would have said massa instead of master? I was really hoping. I was sitting there waiting, please do it. Please. It would have been it would have fit the tone of what she was trying to do better if she was going to make fun of Stephen A. Smith. Because she wanted to call him an Uncle Tom is what she wanted to do.
Yeah.
That's what she wanted to do. There's another word which I honestly don't know if I'm allowed to say it on YouTube, but she wanted to call him.
You're racking your brain to come up with that word.
Yeah, well,
you're really racking it.
But no, she was trying to call him an Uncle Tom is what
I gotta try to rack my brain, figure out what word you're trying to say.
Well, they used to, I can't do it. I don't want to get you in trouble, and I don't know if you will or you won't, but
right. No, you probably shouldn't.
No, it's too
soon.
It's
probably wise if you didn't.
Behaving myself, okay?
You just keep rack rack away. You're an apostate if you don't bow to the party. If KJP loved her Blackness, why'd she straighten her hair? Crockett loves her hair extensions. She does. She does.
If you're trying to do that like Black Power thing and that Black woman thing, go natural. There's nothing wrong with a Black woman's natural hair. I think it looks great, and that's what she should do. If she's really trying to lean into that, why not?
She should. I don't know.
She's not selling it to me.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling it either. But yeah, I think that I think that at the end of the day, this was what you saw there with the three of them was a circle jerk. That's what it is. Like, we love you. You're great. Don't worry. Ignore them. Ignore the haters.
Right. Slay Queen. It was all Slay Queen. You do you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was.
It was three of them sitting there going, mm-hmm.
They hate you because they ain't you.
Yeah.
You know, they hate you because they want to date you. It was just it was all the same stuff over and over again. So
listen here, child.
And that her rhetoric is
I haven't heard a lot of her rhetoric. I've only listened to a few of them just to hear her. You know, it's amazing to hear a politician, you know, speak ebonics like that. To me,
it's very hateful. It's very hateful, and it's designed to ratchet up hate.
That makes sense.
It's designed to ratchet up hate. It's designed to get people angry. It's designed.
Well, I mean, that's what they want to do. They want to keep us divided, and so we don't look at like the people in power and actually make a change, make a difference. Because if I can blame you for what's going on instead of the person that I elected, well, why not? I can come to your house and affect you. I can't do anything but send them an email.
Look, and there's been so much, especially since Charlie Kirk was assassinated, there's been so much talk about like violence and embracing violence and endorsing violence. So when she goes out there and she refers to Trump as being a Hitler wannabe, that's why I say she's a grifter, because she knows that's going to get clipped.
Yeah,
she knows that's, and she wants people talking about her and making it about her. That's what this is, and that she's gonna say what everyone's thinking. So that's essentially that's the objective, or everyone on her side of the aisle is thinking. So, but she's not the only one who's done this. You heard about that race for the AG in Virginia. I think Jay Jones is the guy's name.
Yeah.
And his comments that he was embracing physical harm to anyone who basically disagrees with him, right? They should basically be put in the ground, and their wife and children should be,
Well, that seems rational, right?
Yeah. So this is
modern day politics. That's a rational statement, I think.
And still getting endorsements from his Democratic peers.
So it's so insane.
It is.
It's
it is
crazy.
So one of his Democratic peers got called out for that, but today on the Hill by Michael Knowles.
Well, good. Finally.
Yeah.
I think Senator Booker made a good point just a moment ago when he said we have to self-examine, we have to be introspective. And, I can't help but think of a line today. Jay Jones has the vision, commitment, and integrity to keep families safe and make sure every Virginian gets a fair shake in the justice system. I'll be working every day to ensure Jay wins this race. That's the endorsement of Senator Booker for a man who would seek to be the Attorney General of Virginia. This is a man who, if people have not been reading the news, has called for a Republican to be murdered, for his children to be murdered, for the children to die in their mother's arms in order to persuade the Republican to change his policy views, and a man who says that he would urinate on the graves of multiple Republicans. Senator Booker, in this spirit of introspection, is standing by this endorsement. So I suppose I would invite, perhaps I should have looked, because Senator Booker has left the room, and I think I can guess why. Senator Booker, I think, should practice what he preaches, because this is the kind of moment. You cannot have a professor who wants to teach students and is going to desire to kill half of them. You certainly cannot have law enforcement officers who would engage in this kind of violent rhetoric against half of their constituents. So long as anyone stands by an endorsement such as that, their words are meaningless. They are shedding crocodile tears on the topic of political violence.
Very well said by Michael Knowles.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Yeah,
that was fantastic.
I think he's my favorite. He's my favorite one from the Daily Wire.
He's slowly becoming my favorite one. I didn't like any of them from the Daily Wire for a long time. I just thought they all were they felt griftery to me. But I like Michael Knowles. I haven't seen him say anything or act in a way that made me sort of shake my head in a while. So
yeah,
good on him.
Yeah, good on him indeed. So that was Michael Knowles talking about the endorsement of political violence, but that level of political violence is not just from Jay Jones. No. It's actually this.
But wait, there's more. Is that what you're about to tell me?
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
This is liberal podcaster Jennifer Welch, who I think is like 70 and trying to look 40. That's my suspicion.
Well, I'll be the judge of that, okay? I have the younger eyes. I ate a lot of carrots. Oh! Skeletor, right?
Yeah. Jennifer Welch. I only knew her name because it's referenced in the post. Here's her thoughts about political violence.
Finally, if you think this Zoran thing is happening just in New York and you think people are waking up only in New York City, you're mistaken. Look at this clip of a wine mom at the No Kings March. Play the clip.
Whatever his name was?
Charlie Kirk, ma'am?
Yeah, him is horrible. Horrible.
Charlie Kirk is horrible?
Yes, I'm glad he's not here.
You're glad he's dead?
Yes.
Why would you say something like that, ma'am?
Because he was horrible on the campuses, the college campuses. Horrible person.
You know what? I do the exact same thing.
Well,
would you be glad if I would die?
Maybe. I'd have to think about it.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Your friend just said she'd be happy if I died.
And look at her laughing.
So listen up, Democratic establishment.
Listen what it's insanity. It's insanity.
These people have lost it.
Yeah.
Oh, if I had done a man on the street thing like that and had said something like that to a Democrat, they would seriously be trying to like put me in jail for something. Some
100%.
sort of
100%. Under the Biden administration, they would have basically tried to label you a terrorist.
These people are they're insane. It's so.
We're not. You have to hear what she says.
Okay.
You have to hear what she says.
You can either jump on board with this shit or we're coming after you in the same way that we come after MAGA. Period. Stop taking AIPAC money. Go on an I'm sorry I took AIPAC money atonement tour if you want to stay in power. Stop missing out on these big rallies. Hakeem and Chuck should have been front and center introducing the next mayor of New York City, but no, they wouldn't show up because they're pussies. They're pussies that are beholden to the same corporations that that helped Donald Trump get elected. And this is just an embarrassment. Kudos to Bernie, to AOC, to Zoran. And that woman out in somewhere middle America saying, fuck Charlie Kirk, he was a racist, he was a piece of shit. There are so many more of us than there are of them. And these Democrats that continue to play patty cake with corporations and lobbyists, nobody wants that. Nobody wants you. We want politicians to speak freely and look at what the benefit is. Look at what is happening in New York. And you dipshits are sitting on the sidelines, running your social media like complete dorks. It's embarrassing. Get your shit together. Hakeem and Chuck, seriously, get your shit together because the Democratic Party is moving on. We are moving on.
What in the world is it with these angry wine mom, vulgar mouth? None of that was impressive. None of that would have activated me if I would have heard that.
If you would have heard that, I mean, but imagine it was said from someone on the right. I mean, your politics are right.
They would be dragged through the streets.
Right. But would it, you think it would, I mean, it's got to be affected with some level of MAGA too.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, but this is, to me, she's like, basically, we're coming after you the same way we're coming after MAGA. This is in the context of her laughing about, Charlie Kirk being assassinated or a woman saying that should happen to the interviewer there.
She said, well, get on board.
And she thought
get on board and we'll do it to you.
And she thought that was hilarious. Like you saw her laughing as like both of those blue-hairs were like, basically saying, yeah, this is what we need to happen. We need to basically put people in that. I mean, I'm not saying it now. No one should. I don't want YouTube to come after me.
They're saying there should be political violence.
Yeah.
To be safe for the YouTube censors, what you're trying to get at. Yeah. That's what they're saying.
Like very bloody violence. And
Yeah.
my question is, I'm going to be 1000% clear on this. That this is that political violence I've said over and over again, and I will say many, many more times, that political violence is stupid and self-defeating, and you only end up hurting yourself, not helping yourself.
Of course.
But I am curious about, I'm going to ask you your take on this. I assume you start with that as a given. When is the line crossed? Like, when is it that, like, what for you, at what stage would you say that it's justified? It's a hard question.
I don't know of any justification right offhand.
I mean, I think we look at what happened in, this with the Revolutionary War as being justified.
Yeah, of course.
But there we were trying to build a country. Now we have this country built. So at what point would it be justified?
For me, just thinking right offhand, if they decided to come in and take my state rights, if they try to say, Alabama can't do something major, you get what I mean? Guns, Jacob Castro right there, yeah. They try to come in and just take our guns, things of that nature. Forcefully take my First Amendment and Second Amendment, those things. That's a bridge too far.
Jacob is saying when they confiscate guns.
Somebody's asking me, was the Civil War justified? Look, I don't want to get into a deep conversation about that, but when it comes to states' rights, we'll leave it there, okay? But the reasons behind some of it, no.
Would you kill Stalin before he killed 60 million? Well, you see, no one knew he was going to kill 60 million until he killed at least 5 million, right? I mean, he had to have been killing a lot of people before you actually recognize just what a hazard he is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I once saw this comedian saying, like, if you had a time machine, would you go back in time and kill Hitler as a baby? And he's like, I get asked this, everyone's like, well, yeah, if I had a time machine, I'd go back in time and kill Hitler as a baby. And I'm like, I wouldn't. They're like, really? You wouldn't? Why wouldn't you? Well, because I make mistakes.
Yeah.
I'd be like, wait, are you? That's not the right age.
I would go back and make sure he got into art school and just see how things changed from there.
Oh, so watch him get into art school?
Yeah.
Redirected that way.
Yeah.
The idea of trying to punish people and doing a Minority Report type of punishment for crimes in advance.
It's wild to me. It's wild to me. And I feel like we're leaning that way. I really do. More and more, I feel like we're leaning that way.
How so?
Just people, I see personally a lot of people just assuming things that are going to happen and start sort of turning away from people before they ever commit an action.
Do you have
and I feel
do you
like
have examples in mind?
Just personal anecdotal that I don't want to say on a stream, but I'm also it also feels like the left is trying to punish anybody that may be a little too conservative before you even know. Like look at Stephen A. Smith getting dragged just because he disagrees with the way that one lady was talking.
With a style approach.
Yeah.
Like he's and it sounded like he was trying to be constructive, right? He's like, look, it's obviously not working, so do it differently. And they're taking it. Self-reflection is something that the Democrats are notorious for, just being really introspective and self-reflecting about the effectiveness of their.
Do you think that if the Democrats could do Minority Report, they wouldn't?
1,000%.
1,000%, right?
Oh, they already here.
I think the Republicans would too.
No, here's the thing. They do Minority Report because they don't know the future, and because they're terrible at prognosticating the future and have all sorts of gloom and doom about things like Trump is going to stay in power. Like, and some of them are saying they're convinced he's never going to give up the White House in 2029. And that he's just going to try and stay there. I don't know what they think he's going to do, but they have also, it's going to be a tough decision for the military to decide what to do when he doesn't want to step down. It's like, you're all so stupid. You're all so stupid. It's not even like you haven't seen him do it before. He's left the White House before. When he thought he was wronged, when he thought he was stolen from him, he left the White House.
Yeah, but this time's different. He has no chance to run again, Joe. Don't you see that?
It's so dumb. It's so like he thought he was going to. Hey, why would he think he's going to have a better chance of winning 4 years later? Like there was no reason in 2020, on January 20th, 2021, for him to think that he had a better chance in 2024. So if they stole it from him in 2020, why would he think, oh, okay, they're not going to steal from me in 2024? So none of this makes any sense at all. I don't think it makes sense to engage him. Someone said, I think Jacob Castro from the ghetto said that if they try and take our guns,
they're already trying to take our First Amendment, and every day we're doing it to ourselves by policing each other on what you can and can't say. Your word hurt my feelings, and instead of going, well, they're just words, and moving on and agreeing to disagree on something, and we're allowing that, especially with social media. So.
Right. I mean, we saw how they took away our free speech.
Yeah.
100%. And how they were trying to monitor us. But even that, like, it's to me, it's a very tough call. But the line would have to be so far beyond where even it was things were under Biden.
Yeah,
like,
I think the market of ideas should outwin before you go to pick up guns. But I don't see the left engaging with ideas anymore. I just don't see it. I don't see it at all. Like, you see them now, instead of coming up with better ideas to do something, like, well, I don't like what this guy says. I think you ought to, go harm them physically.
Right.
I think you ought to shut them down. Every time, if you honestly think about it, every time somebody on YouTube says something you dislike and you go and click that report button, right? You go to strike their channel for bullying or something along those lines, anything that you disagree with, you're falling into the trap of allowing them to remove our First Amendment right then and there.
If you what?
If you go and strike channels, right? A lot of if you say something wrong on this channel, somebody's going to strike your channel. Somebody's going to report you.
You're talking about the whole cancel culture.
Yes, and you're falling into that. Every time somebody clicks that button, you're allowing them to get a step closer to removing our First Amendment rights.
I agree with you. I can't remember ever doing that to someone else or even feeling close to like I get very bothered when people. For me, my perspective is people can lift my material and I'm totally fine.
Yeah, I don't mind either.
And unless it's when it's behind a paywall on locals, that would probably bother me a little bit. But but
that's a financial thing, right? It's not that you're.
Even then, I don't think I would. Even then, I don't think I would.
If they disagreed with you and watched your stream and then just vehemently disagreed with you and spoke against you or whatever, yeah, go ahead, have fun, take my content, watch it, do whatever you want to with it. I'm not going to strike you, but there are people that will, and like I said, you're falling into that trap by allowing these corporations to take away your First Amendment, which then leads to us being one step closer to that being worthless.
Yeah. If I was just sitting around in like a big giant circle jerk of people who always agreed with me, that's boring.
You can never progress in the echo chamber. You can't. The country, the world can't move forward in an echo chamber. It's just impossible.
Jacob Castro is asking me, do I think the Jews in 1930s, 40s Germany should become violent before they were shipped off? At what point would violence be justified or, dare I say, optimized? This is a good question. This is a really good question.
Well, they were trying to be rehomed first to Israel.
Where did you hear that?
I forget which.
There was a period of time in the late 30s when they were basically like, get out. They weren't.
It was in the early, if I remember, the early 30s. There was I would have to look it up. I don't have it right in front of me, but there was they were trying to rehome them in Israel, and
they weren't. There wasn't like money being invested towards transplants.
No. What they were doing was they were
like, get out,
like,
go to Israel.
They were like they were taking their whatever their belongings here were, and then they were moving them down there and then giving them the money for whatever they had here. So
yeah, and
I forget what it was called. I would have to pull it up, but
well, the interesting thing is, there were a lot of warning signs for Jews to get out of Germany, and most notably Kristallnacht, which is
of course.
November 9th, 1938 or 39. I think 38.
I think it's 38.
Yeah, I think it's 38. So on that night, they basically said the government legalized destroying Jewish businesses, and that's basically a message: get out. That's you can't have a more open and obvious sign of you're not welcome here. The government's not going to protect you from any sort of violence. Quite the contrary, they're encouraging violence against you. So that's kind of a sign that you need to go. Otherwise, you're going to be in trouble. So should they have? So now, if Jews had taken up arms at that point in time, Jacob, let's think this through. Okay, so on November 10th, they had taken up arms. Do you think that would have gone well for them? Or do you think they would have basically been outnumbered by 50-1 and been massacred? So in that circumstance, I don't think taking up arms would have made sense. And in that sense, I think they would have been wise to basically heed the caution and go. You know, like at a certain point. So the only time, so taking up arms politically makes sense if you're actually, sort of evenly matched, right?
Ooh, no.
So you think that if you're outnumbered like 10-1?
Yes. Yeah, if I feel strongly enough, yeah.
100-1.
Yeah.
Just go out there in a blaze of glory.
Yes.
Like Young Guns it.
Yeah.
Just be like,
Yeah, no, like it depends on what's going on. But if I know my family's in danger and I know that my community is in danger, then yeah, I'm sorry, but that sacrifice I feel might be necessary.
So you
maybe it's a differing in age, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
the caution, like throwing caution to the wind. But yeah,
So you're saying I can understand doing that for your family, but that's if your family is held in captivity. Why wouldn't you tell your family, let's go?
well, if my
Unless you're saying it's
community,
then it's defense of country. And here's the thing
Yeah.
is, and that's the thing is that I don't think that it's almost like your country has been subverted from beneath you, where your country is taken from you, where all of a sudden in your own country you're deemed to be public enemy.
I think I don't know because my family's been here.
Let's
since,
assume you're part of the clan, the Callahan family, and I just made that name up. Okay.
Mhm.
So you're part of the Callahan clan. Okay, and there's some sort of thing against all Callahans in the country.
Gotcha.
Okay, so now you're part of the Callahans. So now, I'll ask you, like, if you basically, you can say, okay, so now the entire country, 4 out of 5 people that we see in this country, that if they identify us as being Callahans,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna massacre us and rob us and basically leave us in a ditch somewhere. So what is the objective in trying to fight? And I understand the idea of being a patriot and standing up for your country and defending your home. But now the people who are all of your neighbors around you basically are looking to see you dead. So what is the objective? What are you fighting for with respect to your home?
I mean, you're getting off the topic of patriotism, though. I would do it because of patriotism.
I am getting off the topic. Well, I'm trying to ask you the question as far as when patriotism is almost sucked away from you.
In America, I don't think
because
that
your country is
exists
unrecognizable.
Yeah, in America, I don't think that exists anymore because of the way America is.
Right.
We're bred for patriotism, at
That's
least
100%.
down here in the South. You know what I
100%.
mean?
No, 100%.
So I logically, I don't think I could answer that question because my brain just goes, well, it's my country. You're not going to take my country.
Right. No, I get that. What I'm saying is, one of the things that someone who's Jewish and has any sort of historical perspective, and is any kind of self-reflection, would at one point ask themselves, well, what would I do if that came here to America? What happened in Germany? Like, what would I do in that circumstance? So, would I be fighting for America at that point? That's the question I'm asking. Am I fighting for America or am I fighting for myself?
Yeah, but I mean,
when America itself has turned against me and basically said, we don't want you here.
Yeah, but I don't think, I think the way we would answer that would be differently because my family's been here since the 1600s.
Right.
Your family has been here, what, 200 years at most?
since the 1700s.
Okay. Well, damn.
Yeah. So now the question is,
So you just see it differently than I do.
What I'm saying is, at a certain point, that's not even my country. The land is the same, but all my countrymen are not my countrymen.
I don't know, man. I just feel deep
So it's
rooted
like,
here.
no, and I totally get it. I totally get it. What I'm saying is, when all of your neighbors basically are now at a certain point, like where they're just basically, you're not. If you're gonna stay here, we're gonna end up throwing you in prison and butchering.
I had this conversation with Drexel probably like 3 months ago, and he was saying, well, I would flee, I would do this, I would do that, and I said, but where will you go? Because if that's so prevalent here in the United States, eventually it's going to spread across the world.
It was him. He was the one on that boat.
Hey, stop it. I told you that in confidence. Why are you snitching?
He was dragging them out here.
But I don't think if it's so prevalent in the United States, that same situation is going to follow you across the world. And eventually, where do you hide?
Oh, well, I mean, look, this is true. That's one of the reasons so many Jews make a big deal about retaining a Jewish homeland.
Yeah.
So that they don't have to feel like that's ever going to happen again if in that place. That's one of the reasons.
Yeah, that's understandable.
They make it. That's logic behind
And I was going to ask you that question actually. Where do you feel like you have a homeland now outside of America? You personally.
Me personally?
Yeah, outside of America, where do you think, oh, I could go there? That's my home. That's where my lineage is from.
I mean,
I could go back to Germany or Wales. That's where my family comes from. So
I'm telling you this: if we were invaded by foreign enemy, or let's say there was some sort of civil, or there was some civil war here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll tell you right now that I would risk my life to defend this country. If it was really necessary, I would risk my life to defend this country, because this country, is my home.
Mm-hmm.
But if my home becomes a place that's so toxic, then imagine your own house that the walls themselves are seeping out gas.
Mm-hmm.
That it's really unlivable. Then I would flee, and I would take my family with me, and I would flee. Now, where would I go in that particular place? That doesn't mean I now have a new home. It means that I basically my home became too toxic. So what am I supposed to do? I would flee. So I would defend my home from outsiders. I would defend my home and stand shoulder to shoulder with my fellow Americans and say, yeah, we're not the Ruskies go to hell, or crazy leftists who decide that they're going to take up arms, fall where you stand. But if my own home became toxic against me and those of my particular, race or whatever, or family name, the Callahan example I gave you, so I'd be like, this home is toxic to me, so I don't have a home anymore.
The issue is, yeah, no, I agree with that, and I understand that, but the issue is, in modern society, that idea, if you run and you flee and everybody has that same idea, well, now you eventually back yourself into a corner and have nowhere to run, and you're going to have to either fight now or later. You may make it until you're old and gray and gone, but your grandkids.
You're just saying that because you feel like I'm so close to getting to that point.
I am doing that. So, in 3 weeks.
That was totally ageist. Yeah. That's the first time I've ever been a victim of ageism right there. You're like, you old fart. I'm going to have you know, everyone mistakenly thinks this is blonde, okay? This is blonde.
I got bleach blonde. That is platinum blonde.
Yeah,
they would say. But eventually you're going to have to fight if that idea is so prevalent to the point where you have to flee, especially in modern day. And I would rather fight now than have to have my grandkids or kids fight later.
Yeah, well, I also think the Messianic era is really upon us. So when you're looking like 100 years from now,
we about to start talking about red heifers and stuff.
No.
Are we going to do that? That's
What, you think I haven't tagged the redhead for conversation?
I know.
On this
I'm
show
sure
before?
you have. Yeah.
Oh my God! Every 10 minutes, someone's asking about red
About
heifers.
the red heifers. God, what
which is
about
like
the red heifers?
literally
Bro?
like it's like 20 passages in one paragraph in the Torah. It's like talks about red heifers, and everyone makes such a huge stink about it.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, so like, making plans for where we'll be like 100 years from now. I'm like, dude, I don't even know where I'll be 10 years from now. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. How does anyone know? How does anyone know what this country is going to look like 10 years from now?
Yeah, but at that time, it's in front of you right then and there, So
if this country is under martial law in 10 years, with some Democrat president here, is this the same country? I'm asking you. I mean, I understand you want to defend. You'll defend it. You'll take up arms with your brothers, and I'll join you. That's great. But what I'm saying is, that's. But as far as but if the country itself says get out,
hey man, these colors don't run. All right, boy.
No, I understand. I understand what you're saying.
I mean, I get it that if it becomes untenable to you, you think you got to flee. I just don't have that in me.
So if your house turned to an asbestos factory, so you
that
would just
that analogy doesn't really work though with a country. Because I can always move from this house and build another one on the same property.
Yeah, but if the entire country is like that, you can't really feel what it's like to be the Callahans, the example I gave you.
Now, if I'm living in this house and somebody is constantly,
I'm talking about like you're in the significant minority. That's why I said you're like one family.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was like, hey, if that's the nature of what it is, so in that case, what are you fighting for at that point in time? The land, the piece of soil? Because the country doesn't stand for anything that you stood for. And I understand your family's been here since Columbus was getting his boot kissed by the Indians. But the reality is,
over stuff. Yeah.
Right. You were the first one to be rounding them up. So come on, step into that circle rope over there. Don't worry about
a little closer. A little. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, at a certain point, it's like the country isn't your country anymore. It's almost like it's like unrecognizable.
Yeah, it's just in modern times. I just don't think you would be able to hide.
Jews were living in Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 2,000 years ago, they went into diaspora.
Yeah,
and they stayed Jews. They went into diaspora. They didn't say we're going to stay here and die, and that was their homeland. I mean, that was the homeland God promised them. Now, God took it from them because they sinned pretty badly. So God took that, and God took it from them. That's our perspective on it. But the reality is, from a patriotic type of perspective, that was their homeland. And they're like, this is like, it wasn't anymore. It was taken over. And they lost. And that's what people do. So, if your great grandchildren are here 100 years from now, and the entire country is taken over by Russians, you're going to tell them, hey, no, you need to die on this soil.
Man, I'm going to be screaming Wolverines and going after them. What are you talking about?
I'm just
asking. Are you crazy?
I'm just asking you. That's what you want to see them do. Like say, like, okay, no. This is where Grandpa's buried. We need to die here. Because we're not giving up, and then just die there.
Yep,
okay.
That's where I'm at, man.
No, I understand it. I'm not surprised that you're saying that. I'm sure a lot of people in my chat would agree with you. But
I'm not going to go somewhere and get free healthcare just because I'm getting bullied in the United States.
It's very easy, and a lot of people say this about stand and fight, not kneel and live. It's not kneel, it's leave. It's different. It's not kneel. It's like no. It's like you won here, and you live, you come back, you fight another day, and get it back. That's another perspective. So I'm not saying, oh, okay, now, well, I guess we're going to stick with the right. No, it's like, to me, that's, if this is the homeland you want to defend, when you're outnumbered, I don't understand how you. I'm just trying to understand this. I understand conceptually the nobility of dying. I understand that. But if death is a certainty, if you have that Minority Report crystal ball that tells you that you're not going to survive this battle. So, but if you basically, the concept of run and live to fight another day, and if you don't die in this battle 10 years from now, you'll get this land back. So you think that's not more sensible?
That's more, yeah. I mean, that's very sensible, and that's more sensible. But
a lot of people are like, no, I can't leave the land.
Yeah, I don't have that crystal ball.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I don't know. It's an interesting. I think that it's an interesting conversation, but I do think that that's a Christian perspective. The notion of the nobility of dying.
Yeah, noble death.
The noble death, I think, is I think it's a Christian concept.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. The martyrs and all those things,
Yeah. All right. Switching gears here. I came up with a new method. I don't know if you've been able to tell the way I've been doing this whole thing. You probably can't. Probably no one else knows this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have, instead of having a window open, I have a tab open.
Yeah.
But what I've been doing is I have all these different tabs, and instead of just switching over like my tabs, what I've been doing actually is I just copy and paste like the link into the same first tab that I open. So this way I don't have to like close and open. I just sort of replace.
That's a pretty genius idea.
Thank you.
I just have a guy produce my show for me, and I just say, "Here's the tabs for the day."
I was just thinking of like different ways.
I noticed you were just
different ways
of showing affection to our friendship. Yeah.
What I was thinking is like that was when I was thinking of different ways to approach it. So that was I had doing it my way. Then it was the window way. That was different. It was my way. And there was the window way. And there was your way. And
I don't mind my way.
Right.
Not at all.
Right. There was a fourth way there too somewhere. But... yeah. So I want to switch over into talking about some lefties who are going to be in trouble. God bless Bill Asaley here. So this is being reported here. Breaking: U.S. Attorney Bill Asaley announces federal charges against terrorists who orchestrated ambushes on federal agents by pelting them with rocks, bottles, and objects on fire in California. They are all facing now years in prison. This is Bill Asaley talking about this. God bless. Bill Asaley is out in Los Angeles, and he's one of the really good ones.
Protesters.
He's a prosecutor there, and he is awesome. Why can't I get this to be a little louder?
Including members of an organization named VC Defensa, came to the site of the search warrants. VC Defensa is an organization that operates and manages what they call a rapid response network designed to impede federal agents and their enforcement operations. And that warrant is what you see on the camera there at the marijuana farm where the agents were attempting to leave. In one of the criminal complaints today, we are charging 2 members of VC Defensa for conspiring to impede and injure federal law enforcement officers. These 2 VC Defensa members went to the protests on July 10th in Ventura County and acted with others to assault enforcement vehicles and officers. One of the members charged in the complaint used her vehicle to block U.S. government vehicles from leaving the location, while another member and others ambushed.
Yeah, that was that. Apparently, I didn't realize this is illegal.
The vehicles by throwing
they just
rocks
made an
at them.
oopsie, Joe.
And those images
was
went
all.
viral.
Whoops.
Several government vehicles were damaged, and a federal contract employee was injured as a rock went through her vehicle window, shattering the glass and striking her. And you're going to hear more about that case here shortly. Separately, in another incident that you also see on the TV here, on June 8th in downtown Los Angeles Civic Center, a group of agitators used the protests as an excuse to throw rocks, bottles, and other objects at officers, injuring several of them. Government and private property were vandalized. Los Angeles police declared an unlawful assembly, yet the violence continued. 9 of the defendants charged in that second criminal complaint were filmed on cell phones by local news and other media, throwing rocks, bottles, and objects, including objects on fire.
All right. So the point is that they're treating them like the terrorists they are, and this is a very good thing. Well, in a similar, not identical, but a similar story, it's not part of this story, I don't believe. Different incident though. You have this woman over here, Kat Abugza.
Oh,
Abugazala.
yeah, it's clearly a.
It is actually a white person. In case.
Wait, what?
In case you're wondering.
I wasn't saying nothing, Joe.
It sounded like there was something being said.
I was thinking of an idea, and I decided to not say anything. Okay, I held my tongue. You didn't have to continue a potential thought process. All right.
I was spelling out what you were saying there because we're supposed to be articulating ourselves. Yes. Yeah.
Just finishing my sentence.
I was just finishing your thought there. Yeah. So in a similar story, you have this woman over here, Kat.
Go ahead. No, you made it a big deal. Now go ahead.
Abugazala. No? Am I getting the name wrong?
I have no clue.
Kat Abugazala has been federally indicted for attacking and blocking a federal
There's no way
vehicle.
that's a Caucasian lady. Abugazala, that's
At one riot, she was pummeled to the ground by an agent who was done with her BS. Another instance central to the indictment, she was among a mob that was banging on a federal vehicle. She knows face an indictment or impending. This is her in that thing there. This is her surrounding them later on. See, this is illegal what they're doing here.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
What are y'all being liberated from? You're all white people. Y'all obviously Caucasian American citizens.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it gets better.
Just let the thief into your house. Just let them in. You
so
deserve it.
Let's hear her side of it.
Okay.
This is her side of it here.
Zale, I'm running for Congress in the.
Oh, well, I guess we'll get to hear her say her name. Yeah, she's running for Congress.
Abugazale with a broken
My name
tailbone.
is Kat Abugazale. I'm running for Congress in the 9th District of Illinois. And the Department of Justice is charging 6 people, including myself, with federal crimes for exercising our First Amendment rights near ICE's Broadview Processing Center. This is a political prosecution.
Totally political.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in other words, you engaged in illegal activity for political reasons, and now you're being prosecuted. That's what makes it a political prosecution.
And a gross attempt to silence dissent.
That's not silence dissent. That's not peacefully protesting. No.
A right protected under the First Amendment.
Not violence.
Is it?
No,
I
and
don't
not
think so.
interceding. It's actually in time, place, and manner. She's an idiot. She doesn't understand that while the right to assembly and freedom of speech are all guaranteed, right to assembly has restrictions that have been recognized by the Supreme Court for, I think, well over a century now, related to time, place, and manner. You can't just say, I'm going to stand right in front of the front door of the White House and start protesting there.
But if she's running for political office, are you, Joe?
Yeah.
You ever think about that?
Yeah. She's a wannabe Jasmine Crockett.
Case is a major push by the Trump administration to criminalize protest.
Nope, not at all. You're not allowed to block federal agents when they're doing what federal agents are supposed to be doing by law.
And punish anyone who speaks out against them. That's why I'm going to fight these unjust charges.
That's why? What about the fact that you're going to go to jail? Maybe that's a reason why.
Yeah, it's probably why I would fight him. I don't really want to go to jail.
Yeah. It's not that I care about spending the next 5 years in jail. What I care about is making a point. That's really what I care about.
Me personally,
why.
I don't
Not
like
at
showering
all,
with a
not-
bunch of dudes, you know.
Yeah.
So I would be fighting for that reason. But ma'am, you can fight for other reasons, I guess.
Nothing to do with going to the slammer. No, totally for political reasons.
But I need your help to do it.
Oh, there you go.
Go fund me.
Here come the grifts. Here comes the grift.
As I and others have exercised our First Amendment rights,
Illegally.
ICE has hit, dragged, thrown, shot with pepper balls, and tear gassed hundreds of protesters.
For doing illegal activity. That's why.
Ma'am, you probably should have moved. She should have just moved. It would have been very simple.
Oh, you meant that. Okay.
Wait, where were you going, Joe?
No, I thought you were referencing the conversation we were having 10 minutes ago.
What?
Well, you see, you should have just moved.
She should have just moved also, yeah.
That's
With that
true.
one too. You should have followed the Joe method and just moved. It'd have been fine. Look, guys, if y'all want to do a call-in show next week, go ahead and meet that goal and we could discuss Joe running.
No, I would say we have a call-in show tonight. Everyone wants next week. They want tonight.
Oh, tonight? Oh, it's call-in show tonight. Let's go ahead. Let's get it.
Well, we're not close to the goal right now. We're very far from the goal. So, but here she is. I want to hear the rest of her. But who knows? Maybe yesterday we had like this massive push for the goal. It happens. You never know when it's gonna happen. The goal is for a call-in show. So Brian Oldenkamp comes out here as soon as I reference he comes out here like the man he is. So awesome. I can't even give him the horn. Let me come back to this in a bit because I do want to finish up this crazy woman. But
because we had the gall to say that masked men coming into our communities, abducting our neighbors,
not abducting your neighbors. No, they're taking illegal citizens
and terrorizing
illegal
us
aliens.
Cannot be our new normal.
It's not
They're
terrorizing.
Just future Joes. That's all they're doing.
This literally has happened under every president ever in the last 100 years. Every president ever. Not be our new normal. It's not a new normal. It's our normal that we've had in this country for a very long time.
And because Chicago doesn't back down from bullies in masks who
Chicago's a tough town.
Tear gas our neighborhoods, this administration has resorted to weaponizing the federal justice system to scare us into silence.
It's not about Chicago. No, they were doing it in LA also. I just gave you
They're
a story.
doing it all over the country, right?
They're doing it all over. Yeah, it's got nothing to do with Chicago.
A lot of people are saying I can fix her. Calm down, guys.
Oh, please. Please.
But we're not going to be silent. The Trump administration wants you to be afraid of speaking out against it and its anti-democratic power grabs.
They just don't want you standing in front of cars.
Yeah, it's really that simple. You can protest wherever the hell you want. You just can't protest in front of a federal vehicle that's trying to, creating safety hazards. I don't know what the hell you're even thinking. But the grift is strong with this one.
Plenty of reasons to be
classic progressive right here.
Yeah, for sure. Just wait. She's got her hand out already.
Afraid right now, but we have to overcome that fear. This case targets our rights to protest, speak freely, and associate with anyone who disagrees with the government. And while we have seen the
you can associate with whoever you want. You just can't
and
do
you
it.
can also disagree.
You can't do it in front of a federal truck that's deporting people.
Yeah.
You can do whatever the hell you want. You just got to do it in a legal way. She wants to be a congresswoman.
Hinged in unlawful tactics this administration has used against the American public. It's important to remember they're doing this because they are scared. They are wrong.
No one's scared. No one's scared. No one's scared of you.
And they know they are on the wrong side of history.
Oh, that definitely is not true. That's definitely not true. We're very, very positive you're on the wrong side of history. There's absolutely no question at all. It's not like a little hesitant. Well, maybe no. You are 1,000. You could not be further on the wrong side of history.
Yeah, right.
We cannot diminish ourselves in the face of these attacks. That's why we have to unite and stand up for humanity, our rights, and everyone terrorized by Trump's lawless secret police.
Terrorized.
Hearing regular updates directly from me about this case and how we can use our constitutional rights to resist authoritarianism. And
if you were under authoritarianism, you wouldn't be able to make this video.
Nope.
That's
You'd
real
be persecuted.
authoritarianism.
They would have already nuked it off the internet, and you'd
be sitting in a prison right now.
Yeah.
You'd be sitting in a prison. You wouldn't be able to make this authoritarianism. It's like such hyper dramatics. Like, oh my gosh, I'm such a victim, such a victim.
Well,
You
she's
make
going to be a
yourself
political
victim.
prisoner, obviously, you know?
Yeah, she's a victim of political persecution.
Yeah.
As scary as all of this is, I have spent my career fighting America's backslide,
Your
Which is like
career.
9 minutes.
I was about to say, I'm on her Instagram right now, and her career is she was definitely trying to go a different angle before that.
Oh, was she?
So, yeah.
What was the
There's
career?
a lot of bartender.
Share the links with me.
fascism.
I mean, you just Google
I'm
her
not gonna
name and go to
stop
Instagram.
now, and I hope you won't either.
Okay,
Public
so now
office.
I'm feeling like we have to like actually.
My name is
Kat Abugazala.
Yeah, you got it. So the first time she posted any sort of political thing was a free, from what I can see, it was Free Palestine in May 2023. And then the first time there was like a political action, like the sort of the stuff that looked behind her, like all those signs and things, was April 7th of this year. There is a gap. And there is a gap from 2023.
She's on here she is.
Instagram. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. So if you scroll down, you'll see all of a sudden it starts in April of this year.
Her whole career.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, that's very exciting.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Yep. This is a very, very lengthy career. She's such a grifter. Wow. I don't get dates on this thing here. I don't know why, but 167,000 followers running for Congress because we deserve Democrats to actually do something. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, she spent her entire career. You too can start a brand new career. In 7 months from now, it'll be like your whole career. Your whole career. Oh my gosh. I think our career's going down in flames. So, yeah, I wanted to share that story with you guys because I figured you probably need to know about it. You probably need to know about it. And then there was one other thing that I wanted to talk to you about before I got on out of here. But before I do that, I should call to mind Brian Oldenkamp. I would give you the bell, but I can't because if I do that, then he's going to be echoing. And when I play through tab, all of a sudden, all of my stuff doesn't work. And I can't share sounds.
You still didn't figure that one actually out, though?
No, I still didn't.
It worked for 2 shows, and then you messed with something, and then it stopped.
I even uninstalled and reinstalled my whole sound system today, and it still is going to echo if I do it.
I think you ought to just burn the whole computer down.
There's another way for me to do this. So that's basically if I do that, all kidding aside, that's pretty much how I can, like, if someone comes up and does something nice, I can basically say, okay, look, someone came out there and did what they were supposed to do. So, they pretty much are entitled. They're pretty much entitled to, the. That's for you, Brian. God bless Brian Oldenkamp. Brought in 20 Good Lawgic. I say 20 Good Lawgic. New members of the following. We just need to get rid of that dude, and everything works out just fine. Following 20 people brought into the following courtesy of Brian Oldenkamp. That includes Amazing Disgrace, Chris, Justin Penn. When you hear your name now, if you could express gratitude, Brian Oldenkamp, bring you into the following, I would say that's a good start on your path in the following, which is really not at all a cult type of cult. It's just a gathering of like-minded individuals. It's not at all a cult type of cult.
Okay. I'm not going to.
It's simply a gathering of like-minded individuals who are
with matching suits,
greater personal,
and a plan
some of
for
us
later.
Where looking toward the future is not something that people should be looking down on.
We talk about comets in the back room sometime.
Comets are interesting. They're all in misalignment. Look, if you were really.
It's very close to a cult if it's not a cult.
It's not at all a cult type of
cult
adjacent. It's a gathering of like-minded individuals who are seeking greater personal growth and have pledged their allegiance to the greater leader. Not at all, and I am not at all the leader. So please express your gratitude for bringing you into the following. Again, that includes Amazing Disgrace, Chris, Justin Penn, Eclectic Deb, KZ, Gypsy Muse, JK, Pyramid 7. I don't know what that is. I am Bob, Sean Mint, all the marbles. Am I on a list? I like that. That's a clever name. Am I on a list? Billy Bob, 1, 2, 3, Mr. Beard, Sunshine, Karen O, Jules, Amanda, Bethany Joe. Welcome to the following. Please bear in mind that as a member of the following, that does not mean that there's no Kool-Aid, there's no virgins thrown into volcanoes, no
you were literally asking
mutilations.
me what my favorite flavor of Kool-Aid was before the show, though. But
no goat sacrifices. The tracksuits are not mandatory. You get your running shoes and everything.
You don't have to wear them, but it's strongly suggested that you wear them.
Strongly urged. Definitely not mandatory. So it's not at all a cult type of cult. I got a bunch of super chats that I missed out here. I've not heard Ebonics at this level since daytime Maury Povich. The left and right agree that Jews are a problem, but she supports Bernie, a Jew. This highlights the absurdity of political ideology. There you go. There you go. All of these ideologies are they're always like, it's like Adolf standing up for the Aryans when the dude is like some short, like out of shape, black haired dude. He's like,
yeah.
Would you go back in time and tell Noah not to load the cows to save the environment? Nice. I like that. I do like that. If you go back in time, you could bring Margaret Sanger with you to introduce her ideas to Austria before he's born. Ooh, I see.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
She introduced Planned Parenthood.
Yeah, I know who Margaret Sanger is.
Bill Saley said Wednesday he isn't going anywhere after a judge ruled that he has been illegally serving in his role as Los Angeles top prosecutor. Oh, cool. Good for him. Stand up there.
Okay.
And thank you for the not a cult offering at all. Very, very much appreciate a free sandwich. God bless you. I don't know why it is that my chat in Rumble is not working. Now it is. I just hit refresh. And apparently I was rated by Dominion After Dark. I don't know why it wasn't working, but apparently now it seems to be working.
Yeah, you've been active on the side over there. I've been reading. They're pretty funny over there.
I saw them in the chat. But like when I tried loading up on Rumble directly. Yeah.
Always pop it out and have it separately.
Even when I tried popping it out, I still just saw the first three. Yeah, it didn't do anything.
Huh.
It didn't do nothing. But I don't know. Yeah. So I think that was pretty much what I wanted to cover tonight. I think that was it. You're like, Joe, we normally end up being here for like 4 hours. What the hell's going on?
Sometimes
and I'm like,
it happens, man.
I'm like, no. I think we're good. I think I covered what I said everything that I want to say, pretty much. We covered. Oh no! Damn it!
Did we miss one? What'd you do to me, Joe?
We missed
probably like 15 tabs. Probably like 37 tabs sitting there. You're too worried about shopping for the matching tracksuits.
All right, we missed the whole topic. Flavors. We may have missed one topic that I basically like made like the put in like the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I knew I was missing something here. Why don't I see this in my tab?
By saying Joe pull up Grok and debater on climate change.
I don't know why I don't see that. No, there was a story that I actually listed as like if you read the title of the show.
Mm-hmm.
So I have, murder is now a virtue on the left. And I also have bribed to hide Biden. And I didn't even talk about that. I'm like, it's like pretty much half the show.
I saw that earlier. I was like, we're going to get to that, I think.
We are
and
eventually
going to slowly feeling like it wasn't going there. And I went, okay.
You could mention
it's not my title.
Joe. Joe,
Hey,
what is that?
you're the captain. I'm the first mate. You know, I'm Gilligan. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's a weight difference. There's a massive age difference.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
What?
Just Gilligan, the captain. Yeah, you get it. Yeah. I figured you would get the reference as old as you are.
Why would I get that? You bastard. All right. I think I got it here.
Little buddy. Exactly. Chairman Lamal says, Joe argues with the Grok is my new favorite segment on his show. Oh, man.
All right. This is it. I found it. I found what I was looking for.
Let's get to it, Skipper.
I think I'm gonna have to redo the stage thing because I
What'd you mess up now? You know, it could be the fact that you have an old school typewriter hooked up.
Literally has nothing to do with anything. It's kind of one of the dumbest things I've ever heard someone say.
Standing under the code.
No, nothing. It doesn't make any sense even. It doesn't have anything to do with what we're talking. Like, how would that possibly? Why would that have anything to do with my sound system, my keyboard?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows, man? I don't know how many weird wires you have plugged up in weird ways over there. I imagine it's just a mess.
I saw this and I was like, I have to look at this. I have to look at this situation here. Former Obama aide admits he hid Biden's cognitive decline because I care about the country. I want him to effing win. Okay.
Wait, what? Hold on. So you allow a dunce to run around and run the most important.
This is actually
position.
not even. This is not even the. Well, this is one person saying it. So this was, when was this? This was back in May of 2025. This is not the one I wanted. Damn it. Give me a minute.
Okay.
That sucks. I never saw the Gateway Pundit.
He didn't believe a black woman could run the country.
What?
I was just reading some of the chats. I enjoy them. They're so good. Wait, so you had a topic that we were going to cover, and that wasn't even the right topic that you were just pulling up?
It was the wrong story.
Oh.
It was the wrong story. That was
Okay.
the problem.
It's like you've done this before.
Almost. I had it on my phone here.
Somebody said, Joe, your new system seems oddly like your old system.
It's so mean to me.
Normally I would take up for you, Joe, but I'm thinking at some point you could be the problem. Not yet.
It's not even possible.
It's going to be a little while longer before I make that decision, but I'm leaning more towards that way.
Yeah.
You're pulling it up on your phone?
I think it's the fastest way to go.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about this.
No, you're good, man. Oh, no. Somebody said, no, Joe, cynic is always the problem. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that in the chat.
Yep. I don't know why it is that it's not in my list of tabs there, because...
I mean, I get it. Sometimes you forget your phone is your computer, and your computer isn't your phone, so...
This is finally, God. That was a disaster. I don't know why it took me that long, but we got it.
There we go. We've landed the plane.
We have landed. Okay. I knew it was in the Gateway Pundit. It was just the wrong. I pulled up the wrong article. Okay. Top Biden aide squirms as he admits to financial incentive to cover up Biden's cognitive decline. Says he was promised $4 million bonus for 2024 election win.
Ooh, no.
This is like, they're like,
Oh,
no one knew.
no.
No, KJP is like, he looks so fine. They offered someone $4 million to help hide just how bad his brain is. This is unbelievable.
Wait, didn't the other one just say that he wanted what was best for the country?
Yeah, looking for what's best for the country.
Yeah, the
And
$4
that was
million
the
had
other
nothing
one.
to do with it. That was a happy accident.
The happy accident that what's best for
yeah.
the country makes him $4 million. This is a different guy. The House Oversight Committee on Tuesday released a video interview with a top Biden aide, essentially admitting he was incentivized to cover up Biden's cognitive decline because he was promised a massive payday for a 2024 White House win.
Oh shit!
This is something that, like, I can't believe that they haven't got more people to turn you out on this. That's just how much of a vegetable he was. The Oversight Committee, chaired by James Comer, opened an investigation into the AutoPen scandal earlier this year and subpoenaed several Biden aides for the documents and testimony. The committee called in several Biden aides as part of its investigation into Joe Biden's cognitive decline. Top Biden aide Mike Donilon told the House Oversight Committee over the summer that he was promised a $4 million bonus if Joe Biden won the 2024 election. It was previously reported that Donald was paid a $4 million salary for his 2024 election work, but an additional $4 million bonus was revealed during his testimony. Over the summer, Axios reported on Donald's testimony where he admitted to the multi-million-dollar bonus. Just to be clear, would the amount of pay you received for your role in the campaign, would that have been changed depending on how far into the race President Biden made it? A congressional investigator asked Donilon. Let's check it out. Let's listen to him actually talking. I'm warning you now. It's like, this is a 2-minute video, and I think there's like all of like 20 words in this video. He talks so slow.
A peace plan
I should
for
also
Gaza.
warn you
For the plan to advance
that this
Hamas
Gateway
must
Pundit
disarm.
has tons of ads. There's probably another one.
I got a Mazzato knife, and what followed was an absolute fiasco. Here's what really pisses me.
All right.
That's my view.
All right. So here we go. This is the guy here.
It's Father Time.
Mike Donilon. All right.
That's my view.
Just to be clear, would the amount of pay you received for your role in the campaign, would that have changed depending on how far into the race President Biden made it?
How do you not know that?
Sense is that
Told you it's slow.
that
Are we sure he was the right guy to decide his cognitive ability?
This is not in slow-mo speed. This is regular speed.
Him and Joe Biden had normal conversations.
in my view, the money was
Sometime today, yeah.
it was a guarantee for the campaign.
Oh, so far it was guaranteed. Okay.
He said, Joe Biden's going, you think I'm crazy? This guy's crazy.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Oh, we're
All
only
right.
halfway through it.
Yes, we're only halfway through. We haven't gotten to like the juicy part yet. He gets asked one more question. That's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah. But don't overtalk him when he gives it, because when he talks, it's like that's the key.
Yeah.
Would you have received a bonus depending on the way the campaign went? Was that a possibility?
Okay.
How the campaign went.
Were there any circumstances in which you would have received a bonus?
Yes, it was.
What were those circumstances?
That Joe Biden would have been reelected president of the United States.
What was the bonus of Ben?
I believe it would have been $4 million.
In addition to the $4 million.
Another $4 million. So he was paid $4 million to help his campaign. He's a White House aide. He's a White House aide.
knife
This
was
guy.
too good.
Oh God, stop!
That's the only explanation I have for what.
I really want to get that knife. It's a very nice knife, Joe. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You imagine?
Is that
having
not
to have a
astonishing
conversation?
though? How much money they were being paid to cover up his cognitive decline? Yeah, imagine having a conversation with that guy.
I'm just imagine getting called in there and having a meeting with him and just Joe Biden, just you and those two guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, that would. It's like the guy looks as if like he's like 70 years old, and he's probably like said as many words as like most 25-year-olds, just
Easy.
because it's so
$8 million in
long
total,
to like say something.
Stop it! I thought StreamYard went down for a second.
Oh my God. I think it's crazy. Think about how crazy that is. That they're literally shelling out millions of dollars. Someone is paying this money. So why is it, ask yourself this, why is it that they're paying so much money to cover up his cognitive decline and keep him in office? It's because of the circle of people around him who were acting as president. This is very related to the whole auto pen thing, that it's like, hey, look, we need to cover it up, and this way no one realized that he's not doing anything, we're doing it, and they're paying people millions of dollars to help hide this information. Plus they're weaponized by having entire legacy media behind them telling them that, hey, look, whatever it is, however you want the narrative framed, the White House calls in here, we're going to frame it and put in the quotes you want us to put in there, and
We got people that'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. We're paying them enough money to keep quiet. Literally keep quiet, it feels like.
It's unbelievable. It's really, really unbelievable. Anyway, my brother. So I thought that was an astonishing enough thing that it merited being in the title, but I that's pretty much where I wanted to go with that. Anyhow, where can people find you?
F.F.S podcast. We stream every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We do current events, things in entertainment, random things. It just depends, honestly. And you can catch me there. Also at Ambient Aristotle on Twitter. So follow me. That's when I'll post the announcement for the shows. And that's it.
I heard you had an issue this past week or something, right? On F.F.S. podcast.
Oh yeah, we had there's because I'm also starting a comic book publishing company. Some of the circles that I run in involve indie comics, and there was people sort of fussing and arguing. So we had to cover that. It was fun. It was a lot of fun doing.
What kind of issues was it?
Oh, just people being mad that we make fun of people. That's all it was. They got their feelings hurt, and I had to correct the situation, but I enjoyed it. It was a couple big shows this week. It was a lot of fun. You should go over there and check it out. So subscribe and go watch Sunday and Monday show.
And that link is pinned in the thing here, so you could just open up. It's pinned in the chat. It's in the description. And I should probably also put it in Rumble if I can find that Rumble thing. It's definitely somewhere here.
Joe, are there any Australian law tubers? Yeah, there's I forget his name.
Aussie Overlord.
Aussie Overlord. Yeah, actually, Anna, that Star Wars girl, said she was going to get me in touch with him, and I forgot you were friends with him. I'm getting threatened to be sued for defamation
in Australia.
Yeah, in Australia. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. The guy's going to do a RICO case.
You should bring your dog with you if you go.
I'm not going to go anywhere. Good luck with that one. But no, it's a lot of fun dealing with these people, and y'all should go check it out. We are at this point before the show 53 people away from being
Let's get him over that hurdle.
Yeah, 53 people away from getting
I just
super
need
chats.
you to go on over there, hit subscribe, hit like here, hit subscribe here if you haven't yet, but just go on over there. Help the guy out, for crying out loud.
Yeah, if we get over 500 before the Friday show, anybody that is in the chat Friday, we're actually giving away a hat to a comic book that we promoted a few weeks ago, and then a couple other things. Yeah, so
cool.
Yeah,
I will not be there, but
no, it's not a problem. I'll put you on the list anyway. How about that?
No.
Oh, I'll do it.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, thank
as
you.
a
That's
friend.
very thoughtful. That's very thoughtful. So yeah, that's Sin's channel over there. The F.F.S. podcast
Yeah, that's
thing.
it. You nailed it.
No, I didn't. I added an extra dot on
You
purpose.
did
just to
so
see,
well.
Just to see. I actually added an extra dot just to see if
I know
you
you
were
did.
listening.
No, you right after the yes. Good job, buddy.
All right. Well, so yeah, if you guys can make sure you do that, God willing, tomorrow I'll probably have Jim on in here, and you guys
comes
can
on the
compare.
show. Every show.
You guys, does he? He comes on the show.
Every show. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm supposed to be sending you over to Jim. I don't know if he's still streaming now or not. I'm not sure. But I am redirecting you over there in case. So yeah, make sure you tell him that I said that he needs to stop gnawing on that lab meat because it's not meant for him. It's meant for they, them. And do not eat the bugs. Don't do it. Don't eat the bugs. Have a good night, everyone. And as always, Godspeed.
Bye.